Hey guys, this is Rax425 from Rax425.com, and today I'm going to be talking about the Dell Venue 8 7000. This is the world's thinnest Android tablet. It's 6.1 millimeter thickness. If you're interested in this little tablet, stay tuned for my full review. Okay guys, so as I said in the intro, this is the Dell Venue 8 7000, the world's thinnest tablet, or I think it still is anyway. This tablet came out last January in 2015. It was and still is a great tablet for its time. Seeing that there hasn't been a whole lot of flagship tablets coming out on the Android side, this one is actually still a really good choice if you're in the market for a new Android tablet. Of course, there are some other variants and some other choices out there like the Nexus 9. There's also a Dell Venue 10, which is a larger version of this, and then there's the NVIDIA Shield. Now, those are pretty much my top four, other than this one, my top three, I suppose, Android tablets. For now, the Nexus 7 is still a good pick, even though it's a 2013 tablet. It still is very good to today's standards because it is rocking the stock Android experience. Now, as far as the Dell Venue 8 7000 goes, it is still stock Android, relatively stock Android, with just a few additions and apps from Dell. Now, speaking of that, there are a few different apps in here. The My Dell app, which basically gives you some diagnostic information on your storage and your apps. And then there's the Dell Cast, there's the Dell Live Wallpaper, which is obvious what that is, the Dell Camera, and then there's the Dell Gallery app. The Dell Cast is kind of like a Chromecast app where you buy a little dongle, USB dongle, you hook it up to your TV, and you can display your Android tablet on your monitor. As far as performance on this tablet goes, it is great. The specs on this tablet include a Intel Atom quad-core 2.3 gigahertz processor. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it has a beautiful 8.4-inch OLED 2560 by 1600 resolution with a 356 ppi. This tablet definitely has all of the specs of a flagship, but there are some quirks to this tablet that sort of get me, but I will get into that here in a minute. On the back side of the tablet, you have three different cameras. This is a 8 megapixel rear-facing camera with two other cameras. They're 720p cameras by Intel. This is the 3D RealSense technology cameras, so that whenever you take a picture with this, you can get the depth out of the background and kind of bring the image that is in the center to the forefront, which is supposed to give you kind of a more depth 3D feeling in your photos. Even though the photos that you take with this device aren't that great, in low-lit situations, it's okay in a well-lit room or a picture taken outside. Really, to get a good photo with this, you really just need to be outside. With the front-facing camera, it's a 2 megapixel shooter, and to be perfectly honest, from what I've experienced with this tablet, the 2 megapixel camera is actually kind of better. It looks better anyway, looking at it from the OLED screen, but hey, I mean, I could be crazy, but I'm not really a photographer per se. So that you can take that with a grain of salt, but I don't think that's a deal breaker for this tablet, because I don't think anybody in the market for this tablet is going to be buying it because of the RealSense camera. Other than that, the few negative experiences that I've had with this tablet have been with the compatibility of certain apps. Now, as far as games are concerned, you can game with this tablet, and what games that I did play with this tablet, it worked very well. But there are a few games that I downloaded from the Google Play Store that did not work at all. I'm talking about a black screen on the launch as soon as you launch the app, or it just crashes as soon as you fire it up. So that being said, this is definitely not a gaming tablet per se. It gets very warm when you're playing games for a long period of time. But what tablet really doesn't But as far as dedicated gaming goes, I wouldn't buy this tablet for that. I would more or less go with the NVIDIA Shield if you were buying a tablet specifically for gaming. This tablet is more for the utility app, productivity apps, general use apps, things of that nature, watching YouTube videos, and so on and so forth. That being said, this tablet is great for social media experience, watching YouTube videos, and watching movies. And when it comes to watching movies, this tablet plays movies fabulously. I mean, the movies look great. It pops out of the screen. The frame rates are really, really nice and really smooth. For some reason, like it just looks smoother and plays better than it does on my regular LED monitor. That being said, the Dell app that I used to play the movie in was kind of iffy, because if you skipped forward or you got out of the app and you needed to skip forward to a certain part of the movie, there would be times where it would totally crash the device whenever you tried to fast forward to a certain part of the movie. So if you've got a large video file in this and you're trying to skip forward a lot, it probably will crash on you and will result in a rebooting of the entire operating system. So that is really the only sort of real bug that I found out in this. I really didn't try watching movies with the regular Google Photo movie player or whatever, so I really didn't try it other than just the Dell video player. So other than that, yeah, it really plays movies very well. And which brings me to my next topic, and that's battery life. Now this has a 5900 milliamp hour battery and it rocks. The battery on this device lasts for an exorbitant amount of time. I mean, this thing will last me all day, and I work with this tablet, so I use it sometimes at work as well. So it's kind of like, even at an avid use, say I'm browsing the web, I'm playing a game, I'm watching YouTube videos all throughout the day, I'm still sitting at the end of the day with 47% battery life, or maybe a little bit less, give or take 47% battery life, which can get you through practically half of whole another day. So if I go home with 47% battery life and I set it down on my nightstand and I forget to charge it, I'm still going for another half a day at work, so without needing to charge it again. So great job on the battery life, Dell. I mean, and that's really surprising considering how thin this tablet really is. So I really give kudos to Dell for making this device with such a fantastic battery. And another thing that bothers other reviewers of this tablet, which doesn't really bother me because I think it looks cool and it goes with the device, is this chin at the bottom. Now this chin at the bottom houses the front-facing camera, the speakers, and the rear-facing camera. And the rear-facing camera is kind of covered with this glass that is a fingerprint magnet, but it's not a deal breaker, it's not an issue, and the speakers sound really great actually coming from this tablet. Now you would think with a speaker system this small that it would sound kind of tin canny, but it actually sounds really, really good. And I mean, I'll give you an example here. And that's because of the Max audio drivers that are pre-installed into this operating system from Dell, which gives you a lot of different options when it comes to listening to music, watching movies, and so on and so forth. It gives you a lot of different options when you're listening to your audio. It's sort of like your very own audio mixer, where you can turn it up, turn it down, equalize it. It's just a nice feature to this tablet. Now when I took this tablet out of the box, it was already updated to Android Lollipop, so I don't know how it performed on KitKat, but playing games on this was really nice, and there was no dropped frame rates, and there's no lag at all swiping through the different screens or going into the app tray. I mean, it's just overall a really smooth and well-rounded device. Now, this is sort of making me reminiscent of the Dell Streak 5 when it first came out, but this is nothing compared to that. And if you're remembering the days of the Dell Streak 5 and the Dell Streak 7, you can forget those days. Those were just bad blemishes on Dell's record, and they definitely made up for those blemishes by making this Venue line of tablets. this tablet is really nice at a really decent price point. You can get it off of Amazon for a really cheap price. I paid $180 for it off Amazon. You can check out my affiliate link down below if you're interested. And I mean, what else to say? The tablet is beautiful. It has a really nice construction. It has a really nice anodized aluminum casing. The build quality on this device is really second to none, and I really gotta hand it to Dell for creating such a fabulous tablet, and I can only imagine that more good is to come from them. I just hope that they don't wait too long, because I think the momentum is in their favor with this tablet. They really need to upgrade this tablet to Android Marshmallow. I hope they do in the near future, or even if they don't upgrade this particular model to Android Marshmallow, I certainly hope that they make a new variant of this tablet within the next year or so with Android Marshmallow on it. So that's it for my review of the Dell Venue 87000. If you like this video, like it. Be sure to check me out at rax425.com, where I have a full-blown article written of this particular tablet. And check me out on all my other social medias, and be sure to share and favorite and subscribe to my channel for more great content to come. And be sure also to sign up for my newsletter that I have on my website, so that you can know in advance what videos I'm about to post for the next week. Every Monday I'll be sending out updated newsletters, so that everybody will know what I'm about to post at the beginning of the week, so that you know what's coming and sit tight for it and stay tuned. So that being said, guys, take care and see you on the next video.